What's going on, guys? Welcome back to YGOPD, your Yu-Gi-Oh! Professional Development, and today I wanted to share my 10th place Columbus Regional deck profile, pretty much very close to the same deck that I went second place at the 3v3 last weekend. I don't typically show the same deck back to back, but because of the high level performance, I wanted to share it. This was a 500 plus attendee regional, 512 people. You can see the breakdown of the results on screen for my matchups. I had 7 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, getting 10th place. Feeling pretty cursed. The regional that I attended right before the shutdown, I also went 7-1-1 and got 10th, still shy of my first regional top, but nonetheless, felt like it was a really solid performance and wanted to go ahead and just showcase the deck again one more time on the channel before hopefully the ban list comes out. So without further ado, I'm just going to hop straight into the deck profile, and of course, a huge shout out to our new subs of the channel. Thank you all so much for joining. Normally, I would read them out, but my voice is a little bit shot from yesterday, so if I sound a little bit off, that is why, but I will go ahead and hop into it. You can call this 40 card based. I've kind of more leaned to the name of DPE control because that's really what this deck focuses around. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the deck profile. All right, starting off with the main deck, and we'll just kind of showcase this in engines. That's a little bit easier. We played the Cyberse engine, starting with 3 Cyberse Gadget. All of these monsters are going to be 1 card normal summons that get you a Scythe set to your field, as well as a DPE on board by going through the Link Disciple, Link Devotee line to get you a couple extra tokens, making the second Link Devotee while Dagda is on the field, triggering its mandatory effect to then trigger Dagda to set Scythe, and then linking away into the DPE. So 3 Cyberse Gadget for that, the main monster to do that with, as well as 2 Dotscaper. I wanted at least 5 summons. That's a little over 50% chance. That way I see that about a little over half the time. Don't want too many normal summons to clog the deck, of course, but because these have the ability when you climb through that line to draw a card and then put a card back, it really helps unbrick your hand, fix problematic stuff, things like that. But Cyberse Gadget is the main one since it really plays around cards like Bell the best or Crow the best. So, and then Dotscaper is a close second just because it can be an extender when you discard it off something like Fateful Adventure. That is it for the Cyberse package. For the Adventure package that we're playing in here, we have triple Water Enchantress. Pretty straightforward here. This is our Omni Negate of the deck, as well as, again, extenders to Link Climb should we so choose, as well as a spellcaster that works for the Selene line to help close out games with cards like Access Code. Also play triple Right. And then the 1 honorary name in Foolish Burial. These are our 7 1-card starters that get us the Omni Negate. And then we obviously still play the 1 Griffin, the 1 Draco back, and the 1 Fateful Adventure. Draco back seriously overperformed today, way more than I've ever seen it perform since I've used the Brave engine, particularly against Eldritch, keeping the Golden Lord off the field to trigger those lands and just bouncing really weird cards. A lot of decks that had floodgates or weird things like that was just, it was just a solid out to a lot of things that I just didn't expect to kind of show up throughout the day. So again, really solid, not much to explain about with the Brave package. And then we did play the Souls package in the form of 3 Souls and 2 Illusion of Chaos. This is, again, by far one of my favorite engines of the deck. It baits so many things and just feels really good if your opponent shotguns an Ash early on. It's great as an extender to still just draw you into your plays and let you be able to do what you want to do. And it's just free off of the Adventure package to get in another 2 cards and a good body on the field, and works really well with making cards like the Dark Charmer. So that's it for the Souls package. And then we play, obviously, the DPE package. Big center of the deck, 2 Fusion Destiny, and then the 2 Bricks, 1 Dasher, and 1 Celestial. Not much to say there. This is really what makes the deck possible, is truly just the DPE piece. And then we did play a small Sky Striker engine of 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Widow Anchor, and 1 Engage. Engage and Drones are both just 1 card link 2s, either to Dagda or Anaconda, whichever you need at that given time. And then Widow Anchor is just the 3rd search target of choice to ensure that Engage is live if you do open 2, or to have something mid-game that gives you that extra draw plus a search. And you're usually clearing stuff off your board anyway, so drawing this or searching it later is not a big deal since you're getting rid of your own stuff, since Griffin removes itself, DPE removes itself, and then the token usually will kind of get hit throughout time. So definitely 3 solid cards there. And then we have, of course, the one Scythe, the one infamous card that is probably up on the chopping block next. But again, overperformed, easy, like close out against almost every match that I went first. Just sealed that round, no problem. And then for last, the kind of defensive cards, going second cards. Droplet MVP of the day was probably one of the bigger MVPs. Sending Draco back with Droplet and damage step felt really great. Definitely did a lot of work. This card put in way more than what I was expecting it to, since I didn't really have much of it come up at the 3v3, but definitely overperformed today. Or yesterday, sorry. 2 tactics. Just solid all-around card. People are ending on Griffin. People are triggering Brandon Red in your turn. There's always ways to have monster effects happen. So solid card. Just wanted some diversity in hand traps. 2 Ash. Not much to say. Ash is Ash. Has the most coverage. And then 2 Bell. This I decided to keep in. I was going to take it out and replace it for a card like Crow, but I figured at the regional we're going to have a little bit more Despia, a little bit more cards where Bell will be relevant. It was not. I really should have just taken it out and threw in literally any other card. I was really hoping I would be wrong, but didn't happen. Had it against the invocation player. He had the second invocation. Happens. And then the last card of the deck, which is the other reason why I like calling this DPE control, is triple evenly matched. How this deck really works is you're setting up Scythe DPE, and then on your opponent's turn, you're using DPE and Griffin and all that to kind of slow your opponent down, clear their resources, and the Souls package to clear your own stuff. So you're really getting rid of your field by the time everything is said and done throughout their turn. And then you're kind of just down to the DPE control with the draw 2 follow-up. And then evenly match is just kind of a big punish to your opponent by dedicating so much to clearing all your resources out. This gets rid of everything but one card, and their one card to your one DPE, you're always going to win that matchup. And it's just an insane blowout going second. Worked out when I was playing a couple Eldritch throughout the day. So that is the main deck. Nice 40 cards there. We'll go ahead and hop into the extra deck. Starting off with the Sky Striker package, we played the 1 Zeke, 1 Shizuku, 1 Hayate, and 1 Kagari. The 3 Link 1 names are necessary for the drones to be a 1 card Anaconda. Kinda wish Kaina was here instead of Hayate. Definitely came up, would have won me 1 game in time, but comes up so like infrequently that I guess it just wasn't that big of a deal. I kind of got over it, but Zeke is just kind of there to bait out, again, more resources and help force evenly matched to be live in kind of just awkward hands where they stop you and you still have a token or something like that. Just clears up space so you could reuse engage or different things like that. But it's niche when it comes up, but I like having it still. If I had more space, I would probably make this Hulk and then a few other cards, but space is tight, so... The access code line we played, this was kind of what we used to close out games. It came up like probably at least over half of my matches. Absolutely insane throughout the day. Really big MVP. So in line with that, we played the 1 Celine, and then we played the 1 Dark and the 1 Light Charmer. These were also pretty high performers throughout the day, specifically the Dark, just being able to add souls and just a few other things. It just really helped good close out games. The access code line was just so good to clean things up. And then obviously the 1 Anaconda and the 1 DPE. Just the main focus of the deck. This card is absolutely insane. Can't say more about that. The 1 Dagda for Scythe, of course. And then the Cybers package was 1 Link Disciple and 2 Link Devotee. You need the 2 for the combo because these are mandatory effects on summon. So playing the second one after you make Dagda is what allows you to trigger Dagda's effect without wasting any other resources. And then you just get rid of this and the remaining Dagda for a DPE. And then the 1 Link Spider. This comes up probably at least once a match. If they start to learn how you play, they stop you. You can get rid of a token or whatever. You just need an effect monster on board to either keep Link climbing or different things like that. So yeah, that is it for the extra deck. Into the side deck, it's pretty basic, pretty straightforward, but we'll showcase it nonetheless. Triple Dark Ruler No More. This was pretty decent throughout the day against decks that made established boards. card. Brave Pranks and a few others were pretty easy shut down with this, in tandem with Lightning Storm. Every time I sided both of these in, I saw both in my opening hand, so it was absolutely nuts. The God combo of just drawing one of each of Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler is insane. Triple Anti-Spell. Sided in a lot, never saw it. Unfortunate. Same thing with Dimensional Barrier. Sided in a lot, never saw it. So kind of unfortunate. And just triple DD Crow. Kind of wish I mained this over the Bells. This was always the card where it's like I wanted to put it in, but just didn't have a lot of space. But it still came up every now and then. But I just wish I saw this more. Like every time I sided in, like I just didn't get to see it much. So I just really wish I saw it a lot. So. But yeah, that is it. That is it for the main deck, extra deck, and side deck. That is the 10th place deck profile, my DPE control for the Columbus Regional. 512 players, still 2 spots shy off my first top 8. But with that said, thank you all again so much for watching. We hit 400 subs. So happy for that. We will be doing a giveaway in the next video. But again, with all that said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later.